Hey y'all, it's me, Fletch, back at it again with another video you already know because I'm the nice bitch on YouTube, and that's of the Pierce, Miss Darling. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. As you guys know, it is me, Denise, of course. So in this video, I'm going to be giving y'all the part 2 of the Fakest Friends Ever story, right? So the part we left off on was when they had saw me in the car, correct? So I'm ducking down, I'm hiding, I'm like looking up through like the little, through the little window or whatever, like so they can only see my eyes, girl. I'm over here ducking and dodging, I'm scared, I'm trying to hurry up and run into the house, all that mess, right? So, me, I think, what was the other guy's name? I think it was me, R.D. and Messy or something like that. I forgot the characters' names. But we're going to change them. Just remember that these are the same characters. So Messy stays the same. But you have Follower and then you have Follower 2. So there's no leader, honey. Follower 1 was the one that I was talking about when I said that his brother and them share underwear and things like that. Follower 2 is the one who said that I was talking mess about him, talking about his mama did drugs or some junk like that. And y'all know Messy is just messy. So, like, Messy is messy. I mean, obviously. And I have some tea about Messy, but I'm going to save that story time for another time. And y'all going to know why. Me and my mom, we all had drove home. It was me, mom, my older sister, and my little sister. We all, well, my two older sisters and my little sister. We all drove mom back home. And, you know, I'm getting out the car. And she's like, I'm going to go down there and talk to Follower 2's mom because we're not gonna be having this mess going on. She ended up calling Follower 2's mom, telling her about the situation at hand. So we ended up walking down there to Follower 2's house. Mind you, we all lived in the same neighborhood. So we're going to Follower 2's house, and when we're at Follower 2's house, we're all talking about the situation at hand, about what's going on. She said, y'all need to stop talking about this jumping stuff and trying to beat people up because that stuff is life-threatening and you could kill somebody by doing things like this and that's not right. And it was some more stuff she said, but that's neither here nor there. One day I came outside, you know, I'm chilling outside, and that's when I see, you know, Follower 2 playing the basketball by himself. So I walked down there to Follower 2's house, and I look across the street and I see Follower 1's mom and dad and little brother staring at me, mad, frowned up, face all bottom. I look at them like, what, girl? We all cool now. What you got to say? What you got to say? Follower 1 gets out the car and he's looking over there at me and I'm looking at him, and then they're all looking at me and we're just like all exchanging eye contact. And that's when Follower 1 started walking over there. I'm guessing he just came from church, girl. He got the word of God to stop being a following ass bitch. He's over there talking to me about the situation at hand. So we're having this powwow about the situation, about what was said and who said what and what was really going on. And we all came to this consensus that Messy was the one going back and forth throughout houses, you know, telling everybody what everybody was saying about them. That's when we kind of like made it official that we were going to kick him out of our friend group and we was going to be the only ones that was friends. The Follower 1 and Follower 2, we're going to say the followers now because it's both of them. The followers, they came to my house to come and get me, the leader. Me and the followers were walking together, walking down the street. And I was walking down the street, Messy's coming out of his house like, hey, y'all wait on me, y'all wait on me, y'all wait on me. We're like, wait on you for what? Like, why are we going to wait on you? We're not friends with you. Messy's behind us and it's just me and the followers right beside each other. We're walking. There's 3 of us on the sidewalk. Mind you, the sidewalk is only big enough for 2 people. So one of us is walking like in the grass, and I think it was me walking in the grass, but you have the followers beside me. So the followers, we all walking and talking and stuff, and Messy's getting wind that we're not dealing with him no more. Like, we're not cool with him no more. So Messy begins to bogart his way up and bust his way like in between the followers and put his arms around their shoulders, and they over there talking to them and stuff like that, trying to crack jokes with them and whatnot. And the followers, they look at me and I'm looking at them, and then they looking at each other and they're just like not responding to him. I'm guessing Messy had got wind that I had told them something about him. The day goes on. I started noticing how the vibe was just changing. It was moving different. Like always, girl. Messy, she's getting to her feelings and whatnot, y'all. I know it's a guy, but y'all know the gay lingo comes out sometimes. So Messy, she's getting in her feelings. She's mad. She's upset. She's flustered. She's bothered. Gym class time around like I want to say fifth period. Follower 2 was in the gym with me, and he's telling me how Messy was telling him how you saying more stuff about me. You talking about my sisters and some more stuff. I'm like, no, I didn't say anything like that. Like at this point, it's getting old. It's getting repetitive. It's getting boring. It's getting annoying. Get ready to go to school that morning, and I'm walking, with them. But while I'm walking with them and Messy's coming out the house, Messy's mad. Like Messy looks at me like if looks could kill, girl, I would have been dead on that sidewalk that day. And I would not be here making this video today. Now, here's the kicker. Now, we're going to school, right? And I'm walking with the followers. But then all of a sudden, the followers, they fell back to where I'm walking like by myself. So I'm walking in front of the followers and Messy, and they're talking about whatever they're talking about. And then, like, I noticed our conversation started getting quieter. Yeah, just remember that. So transition period is started. Like, after fifth period, we would have, like, a transition period where we could go to the bathroom, get some water, go some snacks, fraternize with our friends, and then we would come on back to the classroom. I see follower 1. I'm like, hey, what's up, follower 1? He ignores me. Like, he looks at me, but he ignores me. I'm like, okay, that's weird, whatever. So now I say, hey, what's up to follower 2? Because I saw him in the hallway, too. He's not speaking to me. He just looks at me. He keeps on walking. So then, y'all, I'm over here by Mr. Fenneman's class. Like, y'all, that was a teacher that we had. I'm over here by Mr. Fenneman's class, right? And Messy walks up to me talking about somehow, so you've been going around telling folks that I'm lying. I said, no, what are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about? But y'all, at that time, I was trying so hard, as cringy as this is. I'm so glad nobody recorded that, but as cringy as this is, I wanted to be from New York so bad. Like, y'all, I wanted to be from New York so bad. Basically, he's confronting me about what was being said and what I was telling them that he was telling me to tell them about them telling me what he told them to tell me, and talking to me about what they're telling him to say to me about him coming to me telling me what they were saying about me. So then, which I was saying something to him about him going around telling them what I was saying about him being messy overall. So he's confronting me, trying to check me about how I'm messy and he should jaw me in the hallway. And like, you know what jaw means? Jaw means like punch you, So, yeah. He said he should jaw me in the hallway right now because I'm lying on his name. I'm like, what are you talking about? Ain't nobody lying on you. Ain't nobody worried about you. Because really, to be honest, I wasn't worried about him. Like, girl, I would see you when I see you. Like, we said we weren't cool with you. We weren't cool with you. At that time, I had this girlfriend. Her name is Betty Jean. I ended up skipping my 8th period to go to the library to talk to my girlfriend. So, I go to the library because she was a library worker at the time. I went to the library to tell Betty Jean about what happened. I'm like, girl, like this boy talking about somehow, he want to jump me and he's mad. He want to fight me because I was talking about him and he said he going to do this, he going to do that, and all this other mess, right? I'm standing by the bus stop because we had to cross the street and we had like this intersection. You would have the high school across the way. You would have the intersection, the street right here. You have a street in front of you, a street over here on this side that would go down to the library, and you have a street across the way. So it's like 5 little, it was like 4, but it was a lot of intersections going into one, and the kids would naturally cross the street and a diagonal to go across to go to the other side in order to walk down the street to go to where I live, my street where I was living on, right, at the time. So I'm sitting at the bus stop. Then you got followers and you have Messy. You have this boy named, I don't know his name, girl. You have this other one named KJ. Like, I can say I don't know, because I never knew his real name. I just knew his name was KJ. But he had this other boy named KJ with him. And it was some other little boy, girl. I forgot his name, but he was ugly. And they was all at the bus stop while I'm sitting there, I'm talking to Betty Jean. So mind you, let's reverse it. Girl, I'm telling Jasmine about what's going to happen. She's like, I ain't going to let nothing happen to you. No, so it was Jasmine. I was telling Jasmine about what happened, and Jasmine's like, I ain't gonna let them jump you. They ain't gonna jump you. I ain't gonna let them jump you. You know how to handle your business. Girl, tell me why Jasmine, she legit walks off from me. And when she walks off from me, she's going to get in the car. And that's when Messy turns around and tries to swing on me. Messy literally got mad because I was ignoring him and he was talking messy. I said, like, that's not what happened. So, girl, he turns around and he tries to swing right, but he swung like real sloppily. So he tried to swing. Girl, I ducked that thing so quick. Like, mind you, at the time that I didn't know how to fight. So I wasn't finna try and fight nobody and then lose. Like, girl, at that point, I wasn't mad. I was more so kind of like scared. And I can admit that because I'm a grown adult now. Like, I'm 21. So I can admit at the time I was like 13, 14. Like, I was scared. I was definitely scared because, again, y'all was acting funny before, but now y'all acting funnier. This is your friend. Y'all knew him way before I moved over here. And with y'all knowing him way before I moved over here, y'all have more history together. So with y'all having more history together, y'all have more leverage with each other in being friends. And with that being said, I'm the outcast. I'm literally the only gay one out the group. So y'all was already ostracizing me anyways. So with that being said, if I was to have swung on him, if I knew how to fight at that time, they would have jumped me. It's a no-brainer. They would have jumped me. Why are you trying to swing on me? Like, what are you talking about? You talking about something. So did you not say what you said about them? Didn't you tell me that they was sharing underwear and they smell like cheese? I said, yeah, I said that. That's they both like, what am I? You said that? What? You said that? Girl, we all established that I said that. What do you mean did I say that? You know I said that. I told you I said it. They're acting dazed and confused. They're acting shocked and they're clutching their pearls and gathering themselves because they just cannot believe, they cannot fathom that I said the things that I told them that I said, that he said that I was saying to them. You know, it's just so astounding. They just can't believe that I would say the things that he said that I was saying to them, that I told them that I was saying about them to him for him to go tell them. Like, it's just so crazy right now. I just can't believe it, girl. So they're acting all confused. They're acting like they've never heard this before. So they're upset. They're walking on the street like, man, that's crazy, man. That's crazy, man. And that's what I'm like, but you did go back and forth in between houses and you did tell people what we were saying. He's like, I ain't do that. Didn't you say? Then that's when he's tried to swing again, but that time he hit me or whatever. Hey y'all, it's me, Fletch from the future. Same day, same clothes, because it's the same day like I just said. I missed out on a couple of pieces in the story while Messi is confronting me, trying to check me, but this was like after he tried to swing on me and missed. So now we're talking, going back and forth a little bit. I'm telling him like, no, I didn't say that, and I'm kind of like getting ready to cry or whatever, because like I'm scared. Mind you, it's him, KJ, the followers, it's the ugly little dude, this boy named River, and some other little dudes that he was cool with, or whatever the case may be. And they're all like questioning me, like they're all interrogating me. I'm walking in front of them. All of a sudden, he's walking beside me, like over here, and I'm crying because, like, again, I feel helpless. All my friends literally turn their backs on me. Like, I don't have anybody in my corner at this point. So we had this little overpass that you would walk under before you would get to the parts where you're going to the school. And we also had this little gas station with this little Texaco. So we're up under there. He's still trying to confront me. All them dudes are literally like surrounding me at this point. And again, I'm by myself. Nobody's by me. I'm by myself. And I'm walking. And then he's trying to confront me. He's still talking to me about the situation. And how he's getting mad. He's getting fed up. He's tired of me lying. So he's like, oh, you lying, you lying, you lying, you lying. Mind you, he's walking like in the street, like over here, right here. Pretend this is like the street where all the cars are coming. And it's like a little sidewalk right there. But I'm on the sidewalk. It's like 3 other guys up there, like at the top of the overpass, walking up there, walking beside me. It's followers behind me, and followers, plural S, both of them are behind me, and I'm in the front by myself. So I'm walking, and then that's when he was like, he said something to me about lying or something. I forgot what he said, but I turned and I looked at him. Then he like threw a punch, and he punched me in my temple. So when he came at me like that, and then that's when I started running. So I'm running out from under the viaduct, right beside the gas station. It was this laundromat. So I run inside the laundromat. I'm sitting there, I'm crying. I'm trying to find my sister. I'm like, where's my sister? Where's my sister? I need my sister. Where's my sister? Where's Demia at? Where's my sister? Like, I'm looking for my big sister, of course. So I'm looking around. I don't see her. There was this guy. He was so cute, y'all. Oh, he was so fine. He was like, what's going on, little dude? But he was there with his girlfriend. And I told him, like, it's these guys out there. They're trying to jump me. They're trying to fight me over something I did not do. And they're following me. And they're trying to jump me. He was like, oh, my goodness. He was like, do you know your mom's phone number? I was like, no. Then he said, do you know your sister's phone number? I said, no, I don't see her. I don't know her phone number. He said, well, you can just sit in here for a second. So I'm sitting down. I'm looking. Then I see Demia walking past the doors or whatever. So I said, Demia! So I'm coming out the laundromat, girl, screaming my sister's name, girl, to glory. I said, Demia! So then she turned around and she looked. I said, come here now. So she's coming up to me. She's like, what's going on? I said, Messy and his friends are trying to judge me. She said, hold on. Girl, she took her little earrings off, handed it to her boyfriend at the time, and this girl named Kiara, and she started walking to the gas station with me. So she's walking up, and I'm walking up, and she's like, okay, so what's the problem? So then they started telling her how, like, I was lying about this and that and some more stuff and blah, blah, blah. So my sister actually said, well, do you want to fight him? I said, no, I don't want to fight him. Because, like, I didn't know how to fight. I'm not going to get beat up and embarrass myself. No. So I told her, no, I don't want to fight him. She was like, okay, well, look, this is what we going to do. She said, if you don't keep talking about him, and if y'all ain't going to fight, y'all need to shut up. Girl, they were scared of my sister. Like, if y'all would have seen, Demia is a great mother. If y'all would have seen her in her prime, y'all, Demia wasn't nothing to play with. I'm telling you. She was not nothing to play with. My big sister, she was down for whatever, honey. I'm telling you. She was down for the cause. I am telling you. My mama, too. After that day, they stopped bothering me, but then they was trying to be funny. One time I was walking, they was like, oh, let me not do nothing, because I might tell my sister again. You mean the sister that you're scared of, too? The sister that you tried to have sex with that didn't want you? Oh, okay. Right. But girl, he hit me. Like, we're, like, down the street from school now. When he hit me that time, like, he hit me, like, right here. But it's like, it didn't even hurt. When he hit me, I started crying. I started crying because I felt like my back was up against the wall. Like, everybody had turned against me. I didn't have any friends. Nobody believed me. Literally, like, these are the same people that was talking mad about this guy to me. To me. To me. The day prior or days prior, and now y'all don't let this man get into y'all head again, like the followers y'all are again, and y'all letting him tell y'all things that I said that y'all already knew that I said, and then y'all letting him tell y'all that he didn't say these things, when in reality he said these things because y'all told me he was. At a certain point, it's just like, I just had enough of talking. So then he was like, yeah, you, P-U-S-S-Y, and, oh, you know, and yeah, and if you say something about me again, I'm gonna beat you up, blah, 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 all this other stuff, and them other dudes talking about somehow, oh, you know, I ain't no real friend, I'm fake, they gonna beat me up, all this other mess, girl. I was just like, whatever, girl. I'm walking. Mind you, at this time, Messi had moved from that house, but he was always over there walking around in the neighborhood because his family would drop him off over there. Keep that in mind. Me and the followers, we're walking home, and I'm trying to express to them how, like, you know, I know I said them things, but y'all have to understand that at the time I was mad, and like, man, I don't want to hear this stuff, man. I don't even want to hear, man. Man, this stuff, man, this messed up. All the things y'all was saying about me and my family, and me saying that y'all share underwear and your breasts smell like cheese, and talking about how, now, the whole mother doing, like, cocaine thing, now, I didn't say that. I never said that. I did say that he was a follower, though. And he was. So, like, I'm talking about follower, too. He was a follower. He did not have a backbone. He did not stand up for himself. Like, he didn't. So, I definitely did say that. Hey, y'all. It's me again. Fletch from the future, because I forgot some stuff, like always. I told my mom what had happened. Well, mom already knew that they was picking with me, so she was very much so well aware of what was going on, but she didn't know that it went to the magnitude of that situation happening. So I came in, I was crying, I was upset. She was like, what's wrong? So then my sister, she was mad. She was livid. So they were trying to fight Demarius, and Demarius had told me that they were trying to jump him, and they was like, they wasn't trying to jump me, but it was a lot of them up there, and I don't know what's going on, mama, but I'm not gonna let them jump him. I'm not gonna let them jump him. So then my mama and her and me, we sat down in the living room. I will not forget this. We were sitting in the living room, and they was talking to me about how I needed to fight. I need to fight them because, like, well, messy, because there's no reason why I let that boy hit me in my face and I didn't do nothing about it, and all this other stuff, right? But mind you, too, like, I just don't want to fight. I don't want to fight. And when I tell you, they are getting so mad because I'm telling them that I don't want to fight. Y'all, I'm telling y'all I don't want to fight because I don't know how to fight. Like, I'm not gonna get beat up defending what? Some mess that I didn't start, some mess that he started. If I'm fighting you, I'm gonna fight you for something that results in me and you having an issue. You started this drama. You were being messy. You caused these problems. I ain't got nothing to defend. You the one trying to clear your name. My mama, she said, I'm going to come up there tomorrow. And I'm going to be, she said, and I'm going to come up there and I'm going to see what's going to happen. So we'll see. Because if anybody jump in, I'm going to jump in it too. After after that, you know, they're talking about somehow, okay, well, y'all gonna fight, y'all gonna fight. So at first I was like, sure, you know, whatever, we're gonna fight. And he's constantly throwing shade in the classroom and things like that. So when we're leaving the class, my sister, she met me. She got out of school and met me on the sidewalk across the street. And she was like, look, she said, look, y'all gonna fight because I'm tired of y'all going back from, I'm tired of y'all talking about this, so y'all gonna fight. I'm like, but I don't wanna fight, I don't wanna fight. I keep telling her, like, I don't want to fight. Like, I can't fight, I don't wanna fight. Like, I'm not telling her I can't fight, but I don't wanna fight. So, because I didn't feel like it was that serious. I just really didn't think it was that serious. She's like, no, are y'all gonna fight or no, y'all gonna fight? I said, I don't wanna fight! Mind you, in the corner of my eye, I'm glancing. I see my mama, she's emerging out of the laundromat. So I'm like, hey mama, how you doing? So being extra and dramatic. So I walk up over there to her, and then like my sister was looking at me like, you weak ass bitch. Like, that's how she was looking at me. Like, if y'all would have seen, she was looking at me like she was so disappointed in me. That's my 7th grade year. After that, I stopped talking to them. I stopped hanging with them. I stopped speaking to them. Like, everything was a wrap after that. It was a done deal. It was done. Like, we weren't cool anymore. I wasn't going down to their house and hang out with them. Like, everything was hands clean, because I know how y'all move. All somebody got to do is tell you something and you're going to float on to it and attach to it and believe what they saying, even though somebody's telling you that they was talking about you, but you're cool with them still. Whatever. So what was funny was this. Now, here's the key. After old boy had moved away and he stopped popping up in the neighborhood, they was telling me how, oh, they're not cool with him anymore and they don't mess with him and all this other stuff, right? I'm just like, oh, okay, cool. But at school, they all up in his face, all his friends, they playing basketball together, all this other stuff. I'm just like, y'all sons of bitches are so fucking fake. And that was just a wrap for me. I just stopped caring. And I started hanging with my own friends. Then they was like looking at me, you know, staring at me like they sad and whatnot. And I never paid them any attention. My 8th grade year, I stopped talking to them completely. I don't know what happened, but I just know that I just stopped dealing with them. I didn't talk to them. I didn't hang with them. None of that. But I think that was because I had met this boy that lived in our neighborhood. And his name, I ain't gonna say his name, y'all, but his name is, we're gonna call him Chase. So I had met Chase in the neighborhood, and Chase was a little Hispanic boy, heavy set, whatever case may be. And a situation happens where, like, I almost got caught up, y'all. Then I was skipping school, y'all, and I almost got caught up again. Like, oh my goodness, y'all. Like, it is so many stories with Chase, y'all just won't believe. It's so many stories with Chase. But that's a story for another day. I'm going to give out a preview real quick. Remember how I said Messi would get dropped off in the neighborhood and he'd be walking around in the neighborhood and things like that, right? One day, I had ended up going to church with him, right? And, you know, we was all playing upstairs in the dark, whatever it was. And them boys were there fraternizing with the girls and still touching on them, grabbing their boobs and whatnot. So I was like, if y'all playing in the dark, y'all grabbing on boobs, girl, I can grab on a little booty or whatever it is. Get my little confidence in the dark, girl. But I never, like, made no moves on nobody, like, trying to fuck on them and nothing like that, girl. I didn't even know nothing about that. But I did. But we ain't gonna talk about that. It's another story with Chase. We get in the car, and Messi is supposed to be like, he's sitting down on the seat, but he sat in my lap, right? And he arched his back, like, on my, right? Like, mine wasn't hard or nothing like that, but he arched his back on my, and I'm like, why is he doing it? Like, he was sitting, like, with his back straight. Like, girl, like, if I could show y'all, like, I got on a black shirt, it's not gonna help, but he was just sitting, like, with his booty, like, arched on me. And I was like, that was just so weird, because at first he was just sitting down in the seat by himself with his sister sitting in his lap, but then he was sitting in mine with his back arched. But he wasn't doing that at first. I'm like, that's weird, but whatever. Then he sitting up, putting his butt all up in my face and whatnot. I'm just like, child. And that's all y'all gonna get, because that story is gonna lead into my next story time. So thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I promise you guys I'll be back at it again with another video. Bye.